using my phone, just because the SD card that's in my dash cam, I have to format it. I have to reformat it, and it's gonna delete everything off of it. So there's no reason for me to do that and then have to put that chip in here and reformat it, and I don't have a video now. So I'm just doing this, and I also got to figure out how to splice videos together from that one, because I can only get 5-minute videos on my dash cam, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them put together into one video. And I downloaded an app to do that, but that app doesn't read the SD card as it is, so I'm gonna try reformatting it. Hopefully that'll fix that. So with that out of the way, so the last day and a half, 2 days, I've been sitting because I messed up. So what I normally do when I get a load, there's a little air pressure gauge on the left-hand side of the dash, and you usually want to slide your tandems to where that little hand is right on 60 psi, and that usually gets you in the ballpark. And then you go to a scale and you adjust from there. More times than not, that getting it right there at that 60 psi is you're dead on. So, but if I have a heavy load, I definitely take it to a scale every time. So day before yesterday, I dropped off a load. It was like 43,700 pounds. Dropped that load off, and then I went and picked up a load that was 42,500 pounds. So we're talking over 1,000 pounds less, okay? And I did the same thing, and I couldn't quite get it down to 60 psi, but I had the tandem slid as far forward as it would go, and I was like, that should be good. And then I passed a cat scale, and I actually thought it in my head I should probably stop and scale this load, but my clock was ticking. I wanted to get as far as I could get that day, so that I would only have to drive like 2 hours the next day. If I were to stop, I would end up being late on the load. So I didn't stop. Went through a weigh station. Not only was I overweight on my tandems, I was almost 4,000 pounds overweight, over gross weight. And that's what tripped me up, is because the load that I had was supposedly over 1,000 pounds less than the load I just dropped off. So there's no reason that I should have been overweight, period. No reason. So I had to shut down, and the company had to call out a forklift driver and another company driver to come and meet me out there. Well, yesterday, the forklift guy was supposed to be there 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the other driver showed up right. It was like 5 minutes till 1. And he asked me, when's the forklift guy supposed to be here? And I was like, right now. So we sat and we waited until probably 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday evening before he finally showed up. And then they took 2 pallets off of my truck put them onto his truck, and then I was told to go back to that scale and adjust accordingly. So, but before you leave, you have to go over the scale house. You got to go over the scale again. And when I did that, I noticed, well, now my drives are overweight. And what happened was my tandems were overweight. My drives were fine, but when they took that weight off of the tandems, it went up, and now there's more weight on the drives. But they didn't say anything. I even stopped on the scale, and I'm looking at the numbers. I'm overweight, and I still have a green light, so I'm like, okay, maybe they just want to see my last axle. And I do that, and I stop. Now, you typically don't stop on a scale unless there's a red light. And they didn't give me a red light, so I'm like, okay. So I went to the scale, or to the CAT scale, weighed myself, and sure enough, I was overweight on my drives. And they're already as far forward, my tandems are already as far forward as they can go, so I have to adjust my fifth wheel, and I don't like doing that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but sometimes you have to do it. So I did that, and I was already at 11,960 pounds on my steers. We're only allowed usually about 12 to 12.4. And when I did that, it put me at 12,420. So I call my DM, which I got a new DM now. They switched me DMs. And he was super helpful. He was like, all right, well, let's look at the weight laws where you are. And he's like, so we actually had to do a little bit of math because it depends on how wide your tires are. And so I had to get out and look at my tire width. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you should be good. He's like, but that freeway is shut down right now. So you might as well just stop. But while you're stopped, idle. Try to get some of that weight off of there. So that's what I did. I just sat there idled for 2 hours, and then they opened up the road, and I headed out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna want to talk to me about that. But that was 100% my fault. And I knew better, but I was trying to make an on-time delivery, and now I'm going to be like a day and a half late, maybe 2 days if they can't work me in today. So yeah, so taking shortcuts costs you money, costs you time. It costs the company money, because not only do they have to pay the fine for me being overweight, they have to pay the other driver, and they have to pay the forklift guy. So it's a lot of money coming out of their pockets, and it's a lot of money not going into my pocket, because I was sitting there for 2 days not making any money. So it's a lesson learned, and whatever happens. Just have to accept it. So yeah, but other than that, like this past week, I've been doing all my driving at night, and I used to really, really hate it, but I've gotten used to it, and it's really nice when the end of your day is at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. You never ever have problems finding parking at 9 o'clock a.m. So that was kind of convenient. But, you know, I'm sitting here driving today, and also, you know, all day yesterday and the day before, it was raining and it was cloudy, and I hadn't seen the sun in like 2 days. So today I'm driving, and I'm like, oh, the sun came out, you know, and I like just started looking around. Like, I've kind of forgotten to look around at you know, my surroundings, you know, where I'm at, and you know, it's pretty out here. It's beautiful, you know. So I just got to remember the small things. And now I'm getting into some snow, but that should be all right. I'm not actually driving on the snow yet. It's just around. Pretty thick though. But I assume that's why this road was closed earlier today and yesterday too. So even if I could have gone anywhere yesterday, I couldn't have really, because it was shut down. So yeah, lesson learned. Always scale your loads. Got a big old hill coming here. Gotta slow it down. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. I know I haven't made a video for a while. I've been kind of slacking on making videos in general lately. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you? Oh yeah, I don't think I had this part shaved last time I made a video. It was still kind of bushy, but I trimmed it down. I'm gonna try to get it all this length. So this is gonna grow out, and then I'm gonna keep this shorter. See how I like that. See if it works out. So, reach for the sky, thank a trucker.